Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. I figured I'd start off the video with showing you all how much wood I've actually gone through. So if you've might have seen a video that I posted where I split 6 cords of wood, which I did, and surprisingly we went through almost all of it already. It's not super cold over here, but it's been cold enough this year where we've already gone through just about all 6 cords already. So I actually had 3 cords delivered. I paid only for 1 cord, but I had 3 cords delivered, 3 or 4 at least. The pile was up to here, and that was about a month ago now. So we are definitely using a lot of wood, but this is our only heat source, and all the other wood was free. I just had to split it. So we're still doing really good. We still got all the wood back there as well. Currently it's just a little past mid-January right now. So I guess I'll just keep making updates as time goes on. We had to start using the wood, I want to say in September, October time, because it was already getting into the 30s and 40s at that point, which is very rare for Maryland. I've been here almost 8 years now, and it hasn't been that cold in a while. Usually January is when it hits really hard, but even like right now, I'm just in a sweatshirt and it's like 45, 50 degrees out now. So it's been a very weird year. We did have a cold front come through, I want to say around Christmas time, where it was absolutely freezing outside. But it's enough of me jibber jabbering or whatever you call that. I'm on night shift, by the way. I apologize if I sound like I'm talking crazy, because I probably am, but I'm gonna show you all how the fireplace is doing, which is the whole point of this video, and we're gonna go from there, so stay tuned. Hold on a second, YouTube. All right, YouTube, so we are back in the house. Figured I'd show you all my little setup here. So I got the 2 wood piles, which are already kind of on the low side right now. Got my dogs helping with the video production over here. And let me tell you all, for the money, this is probably the best stove we could have bought. So shipped, which it was free shipping, and with taxes and everything, it came out to just about $2,200, if I'm correct. And it wasn't just for the stove and the fan, it was also for the entire kit, right? So like the actual stainless steel flex pipe that had to go in the chimney, and it came with the top, and it also came with a cap as well, one of those. Yeah, it's a cap at the top. We didn't use the cap because our cap was a little more secluded, so the birds and whatever else couldn't get into it. But it's been an absolute great fireplace so far. God, it is hot. I would open it up right now, but I'll open it. I'll open it just so you can all see it a little bit better, how it's holding up. Yeah, she is roasting. And give you all an idea, so this is made for an 1,800 square foot house. But the way I have it set up, our house is 1,800 square feet on the first floor, but we do have a basement as well. And so you can tell I got the fans going over here. I'll show you all the thermostat in the hallway here. So it's showing 71 right now. Outside is 50. So like I said, that thing is cooking. On the really cold nights, when I really keep that thing like red hot, we're able to maintain 68, 70 degrees as well. And the nice part with our HVAC system is, even though we don't have a heat pump in this house, we are able to use just the fan circulation. And I shut off a few of the vents, so like those 2, the one in the kitchen, because the kitchen gets warm from this, the radiant heat. And I have it set up where the HVAC system is actually blowing all this hot air throughout the entire house. So like all the other rooms that could be getting cold, like the 2 doors here, even though the rooms are closed, it's still nice and warm. In here, I would say it's about 68. Still really warm. Let's see. What else? So yeah, got the fans blowing, and another nice part about this setup is, in the basement, we have the entire HVAC system actually plumbed into the basement as well. So we have 2 vents down there, so the basement is also warm. So this entire setup has worked out really well. My only gripe is I wish that there was a, what do you call it? An air intake right over here that also went into the HVAC system, because this is where all the really hot air is. And this would be a perfect area for it, right above the TV over here. And yeah. And in terms of savings this year, so oil at its highest was about $6 a gallon, or maybe a little over. I think we at one point paid $6.20 a gallon, only because. Oh, there we go. Sorry, YouTube. My phone did something. It was about $6.20 a gallon, and that was only because of the time of the year it was, and we didn't have an empty tank. We just wanted to make sure we had a reserve source of heat. We have not turned the stove on downstairs at all. The oil stove, or oil burner. I apologize, oil burner. And in terms of savings, so we were going through almost a full tank a month last year, because I don't know if it's just the insulation that's in this house or what it is. This house was built in the 60s, so it does have older insulation and, older technology in this house. But we have approximately at this point saved, so you figure we started in September, October, let's say $1,000 a month, which is being very modest for how much the oil was. So $1,000 a month, we've already saved about $2,000, considering my first 6 cords of wood was all paid for. And that's where I'm getting at with this. If anybody is considering the Drolet Escape 1800, jump on it while you can, while the prices are still really good. Especially if you got it before December 31st. I don't know if it's going to continue, the specific program, but you can also claim it as a tax rebate when you file your taxes for $600, which will actually end up saving you. So let's see, 2200 minus 22 minus 6 is, I can't do math right now. 1600, no, 6, 8, 16, 24. Yeah, 1600. So the stove ended up only costing us, or will only cost us about 1600. The backing all turned out really nicely. I will say, definitely get one with the insert that goes, the actual flex pipe that goes all the way up. That way you don't have to worry about smoke coming back into the house. Another thing to note is, depending on the kind of fireplace you have, so like mine is a masonry, right? It's old school. Definitely use a metal shield. I would take it all apart right now, but since it's so hot, I don't want to burn my hands any more than they've already been burnt in the past. But definitely either have someone do it, or just make it yourself. Just get some sheet metal and actually put a plate behind the fireplace so that you encapsulate the fireplace essentially in place. I don't know if I'm making sense for everybody, but there's going to be a hole where your not flue. I think it is the flue. Yeah, where the flue opens and closes originally from the fireplace. Because that all has to be removed when you put this in. So, a tip, definitely use sheet metal in the back to encapsulate it all in. And that'll also save you on heating and AC costs, depending on if you have AC for the summertime, stuff like that. Again, it is a little bit dirty right now because we have been using this a lot. I mean, a lot. But it is nice and warm. And it's working great. Uh, Another tip, don't worry if your fan does not immediately turn on. It's actually temperature controlled, so if it gets below a certain temperature, right behind there is a little sensor. It's a metal sensor. And if it's not hot enough, it'll end up either not coming on, or it'll shut off from it just getting too cold. So just another little tip. And I think that's about it, YouTube. I just wanted to give you all the details. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. Again, just definitely remember to have lots of wood saved up and split already, and dry, because you could run into a situation like I did, thinking I would have more than enough. I thought I was going to have enough through next year as well, and we blew through all that already. So stay tuned, YouTube. Glad I could finally finish up this video because I started it months ago. And that's it. Diesel Dan Peters signing out for now.